Happy Saturday here at the Litchgate house. This is DJ Prophet reporting live here at the Litchgate house for this interview with Nick Orris, who just put on a premiere movie at the FSU Student Movie Theatre, and it was a sensation. What's the name of the movie, Nick?
The film me and my team premiered was titled Those Who Watch.
Mm-hmm. Those Who Watch. And your team, you say you was with a team of directing?
That's right. I was a co-writer as well as director of cinematography or director of photography. My director of the film, who also co-wrote the piece, his name is Andrew Thompson. Andrew's a really great, solid director. He really is clear on his vision and did a great job at working on coaxing the performance out of the talent, while I focused more on controlling the light and the look of the film. It was one of the highest production value pieces we've ever worked on.
Andrew, and then there was another third.
Yeah, there were some other fellows too. We had a friend, Brian Joseph, who was the producer. Sort of oversaw the whole thing and made sure. So it was mainly
you and Andrew that directed the movie?
Mainly. A lot of the legwork was Andrew and I. We, figured things out, ironed out the fine details, went through and figured out the casting, and, we had other crew members that were part of our team, Michael Trobiani and Nick Levy, Nick Staub, and Marcus Johns. All of them helped in tremendous ways, either through financial support, buying gear such as lenses, or just offering their time and effort on set through helping with sound design and lights and stuff like that. And they did it as part of a class. It was actually a thesis film class that we did.
So this was your final year at FSU, but it was not your first film, was it?
No, not at all. Oh my gosh, this is probably my 50th film. Easily.
I talked to your parents earlier on, and they said you were filming like as a 4 or 5 year old youngster.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
In the garden, setting up action figures.
Mm-hmm.
And they said
stop motion animation.
There's records of these movies now. We should get these up on some kind of public display.
Some of the records have been lost, but we're planning on going back and uncovering.
Those are your originals.
Oh my God, some of those originals are lost, and it's such a shame. I have these old beautiful pieces.
You had a tremendous imagination as a young child.
It's true.
And now it's manifesting itself as a 22-year-old adult in Florida, United States of America. So where do you see your future going as far as filmmaking and producing?
I see myself developing a strong team of individuals around me who have a lot of creative input and strong ideas and life experiences to bring to the table. I really like to find people who understand that kind of human experience and human connection that I wish to draw upon and raise up through my artwork. And I'm going to build a team of individuals that I can work with, and that we can call the shots. We're the ones doing it. There's nobody telling us no, unless obviously it's like, hey, can we shoot on this set? And they say no. Yeah, but
what major instincts or what major things are you looking for as team members? Are you, as far as their personalities or their characters? What are you looking for as far as
one of the first things is reliability. Obviously, I need people who are honest and
devoted,
and speak with their actions of coming and contributing and changing that which I'm working on. I'm the kind of guy who I get a clear vision of things, and I want it to be that way. And a lot of times in reality, it's never going to work the way I see it. But in reality, there are ways to get it near close, and it only happens when little things are shifted through other people seeing the same visions as me and saying, hey, look, we can't do it like that, we can do it like this. And then I look at them like, it's not quite what I was seeing, but that's close enough. That's exactly what that's what I was seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Perfect. Let's do it. And then things just kind of flow and fall right into place.
Is this the way you work with Andrew Thompson?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, him and I were our MGs together.
The recent movie, of course, was called Those Who Watch, and it was a futuristic movie that was similar on the theme of Minority Report. Isn't that correct?
That's a good film to kind of draw upon. Ours is meant to be a little more based in reality and uses just pure kind of like technological logarithms and algorithms and things like that.
So
studying big data and stuff like that.
You see your movie as to be a prediction for the future of reality?
I see it as a prediction for the day and age we already exist in. Big data is already out there, and if I had
big data meaning Big Brother.
Well, Big Brother's the one who's churning up the big data, churning through it and finding out all the patterns. That's what the film's about. It's about kind of like people out there who are being given projects based on patterns that a computer is reading, based on data, and this already happens. I truly, honestly believe, because why else would all the data be collected? I mean, heck, businesses do this to target you for selling you a product. Imagine if you were actually spreading ideas that were infectious to the continuation of the government.
And here is a short clip from the movie Those Who Watch by Nick Orris and company from the spring of 2014 at the FSU Film School graduation.
That's the time that she's going to do it tomorrow.
I don't like it. The possibilities for a mistake are too high.
Look around you, Roger. We have 1,000 ways to watch these people. You're saying we can't come up with one way to adjust someone's morning routine?
How do you think your current style of production and style of like a movie producing has been affected by the way you were raised in Philadelphia?
Oh, that's a really interesting and powerful question. To tell the truth, it has everything to do with the way that I was raised by my parents and the freedoms that they allowed me, and the networks that I happened to fall into and tap into, and the friends that I developed. I had a really great video production program at my high school, actually, that gave me access to equipment and people who were motivated and driven into what I was interested in as well. Although a lot of those people I didn't actually work with on my film. I mean, in some ways I did. It was more just like a testing grounds for me to really get a grip on how I would work as a director or a producer. Yeah, but it traces further back than that, though, with my mother just kind of nurturing my imagination and allowing me to have the freedoms to kind of explore any and every avenue in my mind and in my life, and to be uninhibited in my creative expression. She always taught me how to dance when I wanted to learn how to dance the Thriller. She taught me the Thriller, and one day in high school when I was
your mother's an extraordinary woman.
Oh, she's an extraordinary dancer. She's an extraordinary woman in all levels.
And your father has quite the character too.
Oh yeah, my God, that's where I get the horse pizzazz from. I mean,
Isn't he part Italian?
No. My mom is part Italian. My father is Germanic. Very Germanic. And he's a very successful businessman too. And I've learned a lot from him about how. And
he's a Virgo Libra, is he?
No, he's a Taurus.
Taurus, that's right. Oh,
he's a Taurus. He's the bull. Boom. Yeah.
So very successful in business.
Very successful, man. He put me through college. I'm very thankful for all the support he's given me along the way.
I also had the great pleasure of interviewing Nick's parents, who were a jolly couple, Nina and Mark, and here it is.
So we're here at Litchgate on this Saturday, the 3rd of May, 2014, with Nick Orris's parents. Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm doing just fine, thank
Today, I should say. It hasn't got...
Fantastic.
This is Nick's mom, and what's her name?
Nina.
Nina, and Nick's father?
Mark.
Mark. And you had the pleasure of raising Nick as a young child and seeing his growth, and now I bet you're very... What are your feelings today?
Oh, I'm very proud of Nick. He's always been his own man, and he's continuing to be so, and that's what I think I pushed him for. So he's just going to continue on being his own person.
You pushed Nick as a youngster?
Yes, just to be individual.
Okay, and...
You did a good job at that.
Yeah.
He's very individual.
He is indeed. Maybe he's taking after his father, Mark.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
How was he as a youngster? Is he like a playful child, or is he a disturbed child?
He was.
He was in his own. He was in his own world.
Reality.
Most of his childhood, he had a alter reality that he lived in, and the best memories I have are of him out in the backyard for hours and hours with a camera, making stop-action animation movies with small action figures and Matchbox trucks and stuff. And he always wanted to do something and then adjust it. And recreate a scene in his head for us to be able to see.
He had a very high imagination.
I still can't figure
When he
it
was
out.
in preschool, the teacher said, Nick he has a really big imagination. He really needs to be back down here on Earth. And I said, he's 3 years old. That's where he should be.
So, did you get any recordings of these like little movies that you did?
Oh yeah, we have lots of video of him.
I have them all. I have to get them transferred on some because they're the little...
To a digital file? You need to transfer them to a digital file? I think that would be worthwhile. I think the future of Nick as a producer or a movie producer, I think he's got a big future ahead of him.
Sure does.
And so you're from Baltimore, are you?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, okay. And so you came down here for Nick's graduation?
Yes.
Okay, great. Was that a long drive, eventful drive?
A flight.
You took a flight.
Took a flight.
Okay.
Much easier. 2-hour flight, 12-hour drive. So flight.
And what's it been like in Philadelphia this past winter season?
Horrid. You want me to show you some pictures? Let me get my phone out.
I'd like that. We could put that up with the interview.
Yeah.
So they've had a really drastic winter.
Yes.
Just an unforgiving, relentless winter. Constant snow. The snow fell when? In September, and we just saw grass a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Again.
So this is beautiful.
It has been incredibly snowy and cold and miserable.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
We're so
Living
glad.
down here in Florida, huh?
Well, we had 60-degree temperatures here just like a couple of days ago, which is unusual for this area.
Right.
We're glad you're here.
Yes,
and
we're glad we're
hope
here.
you have a great time.
Well, when the
this afternoon.
60s come out up home, guys go out on their motorcycles.
And their shorts. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really unbearable.
Well,
Cold
you're
up
at
there.
Litchgate, the magical place of Litchgate.
That's right.
Beautiful garden.
It is a beautiful garden.
And I want to say I really enjoy celebrating this day with Nick in his arena rather than our arena,
Yes.
because we would have catered this at the Four Seasons or something like that. And so being here is Nick's world,
Yeah,
and so it's
that's
wonderful
nice.
that we're celebrating this in Nick's world.
Oh, great. Nick and Kaki's world, I'd say.
Yes.
Nick and Kaki's world.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
and we're underneath this magnificent oak
Oh,
tree
it's a beautiful tree.
where wise souls can integrate their minds and come together and come up with some solutions for the future. If there are any solutions you would have for the future of the United States, what would they be?
Oh man, I'm not even going to touch that question sitting under this tree.
Really? Let's counsel.
Let's just be nice.
Let's counsel.
Let's just be nice.
This is a council tree.
Be
What
nice.
would you like to see in America in the next year or next 2 years?
People be nice to each other. Just be nice and kind.
People are mean
There's
to
a
mean.
lot of bad things happen to people that should, especially children.
So you'd like to see people get kinder to each other?
Although the racial prejudice in our country maybe has improved over the last 30 years, I think the economic prejudice has increased to a point that it has overcome our ability to be nice to one another and accept ourselves. Freedom comes with a cost. You can't have freedom without tolerance. And our lack of tolerance is really infringing on our freedoms to the point that if we don't get a handle on it, we're going to be in big trouble in a few years. That's my opinion on that.
So we need to learn to be more tolerant, eh, Mark? More
I think freedom comes with tolerance, and with intolerance becomes lack of freedom, and that's where we're headed. Okay?
I like that prediction.
Yep.
And what else would you like to see, Nona?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm in the frame of mind to. I would like to see my children grow up and have well, they are already contributing to the world in a good way, but I just want them to be content and happy. That's really that's what I'd like now.
You did a wonderful job raising a magnificent young man, and I think he has a lot of potential in his future. And thank you so much for this interview. You can see it on DJ.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to interview us. I don't know that we are worthy.
Two beautiful people. You are well worthy. With that, from Litchgate, this is DJ Prophet Interview. See us on the YouTube channel.
We love you, Nick and Khaki.
Now let's go back to my interview with Nicholas Orris at Litchgate.
See, you've had an amazing upbringing as a youngster, and you had an older brother. His name was, what was his name?
Dan. Dan Orris, yeah.
Your younger sister?
No, I don't have a younger sister.
You don't have a younger sister?
No, I now do because of Khaki. Khaki's younger sisters are like my younger sisters now.
Right. So as far as your immediate family, then you have the older brother.
Yeah. That's the four of us.
And then just four of you.
And then Star. Star, my dad's second wife, who's a great friend of mine.
Who seems to be an integrated part of your family still.
She's so important to me and my brother. It's my brother, my father. I mean, her family as well. I love them very much, and they had a huge influence on me growing up as well. Her father's a full-blooded Native American, and getting that kind of perspective and meeting a man who was just completely different than anybody else I had seen in my life, and kind of carried a different view and look on just kind of earth and people and lifestyle and things like that, that it really kind of shook up the foundation of the way I saw and understood my life and people, because I was already very fascinated and interested by Native American culture, and really felt more attuned to that kind of culture than I did even this culture. Although I'm very techno-geeked out, my God, I know everything about cameras or anything I'm really interested in the technology world. I'll figure everything out about, and I'll know, and I'll use it, and
so as far
things
as
like that. But I'm definitely very earthy. And
do you know all the elements and everything, but are you aware of the term silk?
Silk. No.
SYLPH.
No.
Energy or spirit energy of ethereal spirit energy.
It's kind of like
wind energy.
What did they used to call it? The etheric energy. I'm forgetting it. It was kind of like, I forget the word, but it was like smoke or some sort of.
Are you aware that chemtrails are happening in the United States, Nick? Are you aware of these things? What are your thoughts on the whole thing of chemtrails? If you're aware or not, I'd like to know if you're aware of them, and if you are aware of them, what do you think is the agenda there?
I am aware of such things. The only problem is I don't know enough about it to really say. I've never met anybody who firsthand has worked with any of these planes, things like that. I've seen them and I hear people talk about them. Haven't taken the time to do research on my own.
You've been so busy. You've had like 5 jobs or something.
Yeah, 3 jobs and going to school. Or then my film might as well be 5 jobs. Then
you're still getting A's at school too.
Yeah, magna cum laude. I just graduated I think like a 3.8 or 3.9 GPA.
That's incredible.
It's not bad.
And you've
I'm
held
happy
like
with
2 or
that.
3 jobs or 3 or 4 jobs. I think what you're doing is amazing, and you need a long vacation, I think.
Oh man, no, my long vacation's gonna be getting right at it with my next project. That's vacation for me, man. God, and not having anything else to do either. Just focus on my project.
So what is the next project?
Right now we've got a little idea in the works called Inorgania about this inorganic demon that tries to manipulate and contort a young boy into losing his body and letting it fall into the grips of this demon that needs a new home for itself. And it's kind of about losing yourself to false idols, even self-created ones in your mind, and how we can get lost in kind of cyclic experiences and issues if we don't address them for ourselves, and we have to address them and realize that we are the ones in the end who have the power to allow or not allow things to change or to affect us. But it will be told through this very obscure and kind of trippy
So are you going to be in Tallahassee to do
Yeah, I'm going
this?
to be in Tallahassee for the next 3 months, and the plan is to film it in Tallahassee. I'm also going to work on a little short action film. I haven't done an action sequence in a little while. We're thinking about doing a little 5 to 10 minute short run and gun epic sequence. I grew up doing action movies, and I love it. And I haven't done one in a while. I just saw The Raid and The Raid 2, which were just astounding martial arts pictures, really impressive, and inspired me so much to get back out there in the action video shooting and editing field, because I have a feeling that I really can have a place in that realm of production, especially in the indie world, once I get my rollerblade human dolly Steadicam set up maxed out.
I really love the head cam you have that you put on your head.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything
well,
that you look at basically is part of the image, the part of the video.
Well, imagine now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build these rollerblades that have tires on them and shocks.
Have a little camera in the rollerblades.
Oh no, I'm going to wear a Steadicam vest that has a big spring arm and is balanced out, so that way it's like
it's fast footage.
It's attached on my vest, and so I can roll around on any surface, grass, gravel, roads.
And you're quite an accomplished rollerblader, I've heard.
Quite the accomplished. You haven't seen? Oh, you'll have to come.
I saw you in one of your Michael Jackson videos.
Yeah.
I know you got some pretty fancy feet. You can't kick a soccer ball.
No, I can't kick a soccer ball. I was never. I think I did one like season of soccer, and I was found walking off, staring at the trees by the edge of the...
So you're going to be in Tallahassee till the end of this summer, and then where are you going to go from there? Philadelphia, back to your
back to
homeland,
exactly.
And get your bearings after being 4 years away.
Precisely, and I'm going to meet up with a lot of old friends, human resources, and people that I in a way left behind when I went on this leg of my journey, and they've gone and grown and done their own things in life, and I'd like to go back, and now that they're at a turning point in their lives, to see if their intentions and visions for their life match or are aligned with mine at all, so that we can sow new seeds, and that my intention is to go up there, and if they're open to it, I will put them through probably one of the most rigorous and challenging life-growing experiences of their life. I will push their skills and talents to the edge of what they thought was possible, and then burn it and let them rise like a phoenix in the ashes, realize that they have way more potential than all that I even asked them to go do, and have them be fully aware of the fact that I want them to be partners in the creation of these visions that we will be sharing with the world, and that they have the full ability, if they allow themselves to and give themselves the self-diligence and motivation to go out there and accomplish these goals with me, and we'll make all of our dreams that we've talked about come true, and I've already seen them setting seeds for that. I just heard from a friend recently that he saved up over $1,000 when I asked him, a few months ago to start saving up money, and so that he could get a camera, so I could help him start practicing, and we could have multi-camera shoots and things like that, and just really getting ourselves geared up and ready to be able to act like an independent film crew who's the real deal and means business, and in the meantime I'll make a living and work in freelance video production world, or perhaps get a job with a local car dealership doing their online video marketing, things of that nature, where I get at least somewhat steady pay doing video work and being able to build up my equipment better.
Well, I hope there's a lot more options available to you, Nick, for more than car dealer or outfits. But we're talking with Nicholas Orris here at the Litchgate location in Tallahassee on the 3rd of May of the year 2014, and Nick Orris has just put out an outstanding production called what was it called again?
Those Who Watch.
Those Who Watch, which is a futuristic vision of Big Brother and prediction. They're using technology to predict human behavior. And Nick, I just want to thank you for being such an amazing, magnificent spirit. As far as you actually inspire others to be bigger than themselves. Do you understand that? Do you know that? You do, because your outward boundness is an inspiration to a lot of people to get out of their own boundaries.
Thank you.
And you're a light worker, a true light worker.
Thank you, DJ Prophet. That means a lot to me. What you just said. Sweet, I'll come over there in just a sec. Thank you. I forget how powerful we are. And I'm walking around preaching about that all day. I'm always telling people how intense and how beautiful they are, and how much light the atoms on your body are emitting. There's so much magnitude and scale hidden within all of us. I even forget our potential and our potential to inspire. And I thank you for reminding me that, because that's the whole point. That's how I've done everything I've done my whole life. And that's how we can all do it, for and with each other, to inspire people to love this earth, each other, and this life. Thank you, my friend.
It's awesome, Nick, man. Great interview, and with that DJ Prophet interview, you can catch me on the YouTube channel. Nick has been called over for a graduation ceremony. Nick, you're the best.
You're the best, man. Best.